Welcome to this training video on how to set up your Living Oceans Aquarium. The Living Oceans Aquarium is the world's first all-inclusive marine ecosystem aquarium. It comes complete with fish and a living coral reef. It is designed to be sustainable, simple to set up and easy to maintain. Now the installation process is completed in 2 stages. First, follow this training video to set up your hardware, which will take about 90 minutes after you've put the aquarium system in position and unboxed it. Once completed, email support your completed checklist and we'll kick off the second stage, which is your livestock delivery. Thank you for joining the Living Oceans community. Together, we are creating a world of living ecosystems.
The aquarium will arrive in full of 5 packages: the living blocks reef, aquarium, sand, cabinet, and maintenance kit. Place the aquarium on the cabinet and ensure the aquarium is stable, level, and out of direct sunlight. Feed the power board cord through the back of the aquarium to the power supply, but don't plug it in just yet. The heater arrives preset to 24 degrees. Place it in the overflow chamber. Pass the cord through the hole in the back of the cabinet. Plug the heater into the last power slot. Locate the filtration chamber at the back of the aquarium. It contains several filter baskets, 3 for 80-litre model, 6 for 130-litre and 200-litre models. The top basket comes pre-set up with black carbon filter media bag and white phosphate remover filter media bag. The bottom baskets are empty and will need to be filled with the live biomedia included with your livestock delivery. For new aquariums, remove the white phosphate remover media and store it for future use. It isn't needed during initial setup and may be used later if a phosphate test confirms elevated phosphate levels. Rinse the black carbon filter media bag under running tap water, then place it back into the top filter basket. Replace the filter media bags every 3 months as part of your regular maintenance. A spare pair of filter media bags is included for your first maintenance. Locate the 2 automatic top-off ATO components. Place the green water level sensor into the pump chamber to connect with the magnet on the back of the aquarium. Pass the cable through to the cabinet. Locate and connect the power and pump cables to the labeled ports on the double connector. Locate the automatic top-off hose and bulkhead and unscrew the nut on the end. Place the elbow through the back of the aquarium in the hole and screw the nut back on. Pass the end of the hose through to the cabinet. Connect the line to the nipple on the pump. Place it on the bottom of the reservoir. Pull the circulation pump cable out of the pump chamber and run it through to the cabinet. Connect the pump cable to the pump controller. Align the incoming male pump connector with the female cable connector from the pump controller. Push together and screw the cap. Locate the auto feeder and fish food 1 impeller. Identify the 3 components. The LCD drive unit with the food barrel connected. This should have a hole drilled to allow food dispensing. 2 batteries and the mounting bracket. Separate the drive unit from the barrel. Pull the slide off. Open the battery compartment. Fit the batteries. Then replace the slide. Programming the auto feeder. Press and hold the set button in the middle until the hour starts blinking. First, set it to your local time. To move to minutes, press the set button. Once you've set your local time, press set again. The hour will now flash. Set it to 12 o'clock lunchtime. This is your first feeding cycle. For one feed per day, the same way we set local time, the first box starts flashing. This is setting number of cycles. The feeder will dispense at 12 o'clock. We'll use the minus arrow to reduce it to only 1. We'll press set to confirm. We'll now jump to the second, third, fourth, and fifth feeding cycles, blanking out and removing all the other feed cycles. So it is programmed to only one feed cycle per day. In summary, it is now programmed for one feed at 1200 each day. So now we're set at our local time with one feed at 1200. Check the unit is working by pushing the manual feed button at the top and ensuring that the drive unit turns. Caution: the cover should never be opened over the aquarium, as you risk dropping a large volume of food in the water. Add the dry food with 1 mm high-quality marine pellets. Only add enough food for 4 to 6 weeks of feeding. Keep the food fresh, replacing every 4 weeks. Replace and secure the barrel cover. And shake the barrel level to confirm the amount of food for 4 to 6 weeks of feeding. Secure the barrel back onto the drive unit. Slide on the bracket, ensuring the nut is on the right-hand side, and slide it onto the grooves on the unit. Center the feeder over the pump chamber and screw the nut only to finger tight. Caution: over-tightening of the screw may crack the plastic bracket. Unpack your LED light. Pull the cord outside the unit. Reading the knitwear label left to right, carefully place the light onto the aquarium glass edge. Tip: loop the cord up and under the feeding barrel. Caution: make sure it does not interfere with the barrel rotation by securing the cable underneath the LCD drive unit. Then pass the end of the cord through the hole in the back of the cabinet. Locate the end of the light power transformer and connect the 2 power connectors and screw the nut together. Place the excess cord in the cable box. Tip: looping the light cable under the auto feeder LCD drive unit, you can now hang the light off the aquarium under the tension of the cable, presenting easy access to the top. Add the dry sand to the aquarium. Push the sand to the side and front edges, making an indentation hole to place the reef. Gently lift the reef by the trellis and lower into the sand indentation with the trellis up against the back glass panel. Position it in the center. Push the bottom trellis into the sand, making sure that the back of the trellis is against the back wall of the glass. Then push the sand back over the trellis to cover the trellis. Careful not to spill sand into the plug holes, otherwise it will make it difficult to insert plugs. Clear space and lay towels on floor and the cabinet door to protect from water spillage. Salt water will corrode steel, so avoid spillages. Place the buckets to the side of the aquarium. Locate the water conditioner and hydrometer. Locate the pump and hose. Place the pump inside the large bucket. Hook the gooseneck over the edge of the aquarium. Close the valve on the hose. Now you're ready for water. Mixing salt water is simple, but it's the most important maintenance task. Use filtered tap water with minimal chlorine, nutrients, and heavy metals. Use a 20-litre bucket and fill it with 15 litres of water. Pour this water into the large bucket, then continue to fill to 45 litres. Add the tap water conditioner product to neutralize any residual chlorine in the water. Follow the label for the dosage. Measure the salt. 300 milliliters will make up 10 liters of salt water. Mix it with a couple of big swirls until dissolved. Test and adjust the water. Gently add the floating hydrometer to the water and allow to settle and float to capture salinity reading, approximately 1.024 or within the green marks. Add more salt to raise the salinity. Add fresh water to lower the salinity. Adjust temperature to aquarium water temperature, ideally around 24 degrees Celsius. In 45 litres, start with adding 1 litre of hot water. This will adjust temperature between 21 to 27 Celsius. Always check the valve on the siphon is turned off. Plug the pump into the power, and now we can turn the valve on and start filling up the aquarium. Caution: flooding risk. Never leave the siphon or get distracted when water is running. Once the water bucket is empty, turn the valve off to stop back siphon from the aquarium to the bucket. Repeat mixing water so we can complete filling the aquarium. Top it all the way up to the overflow grating. Allow the water to fill the overflow chamber until the water spills over to the filter baskets. Stop the water flow. Turn the valve off. Remove the hose. The final water level adjustments will be done when the aquarium is powered and the pump running. Before applying power to the aquarium, unplug the ATO in the cabinet. Now plug the aquarium into the mains power. Now the pump is running. The pump chamber is going to run dry, so we're going to top up the water with about 3 litres of salt water. Check the water level in the pump chamber. And add water until the green ATO water level sensor is submerged. Adjust the circulation pump nozzle so it's sitting horizontal and facing to the center of the aquarium. Caution: do not face the nozzle upwards, creating aggressive agitation which may create noise and salt creep. Now it is time to plug in the ATO. The ATO water level sensor flashes green, then a solid green indicating the water level and ATO is stable. Replace the screen lid and secure the light on the glass rim of the aquarium. The light is programmed for 8 hours of daylight. Secure the filter compartment lid. The Lagoon Algae Refuge is an in-tank solution designed to support natural nutrient export within your living ecosystem. Installation is covered in the Adding Livestock video, so you can keep it in your cabinet for now and return to it once your livestock arrives.